All right, y'all. So my AI manager, aka ChatGPT, was telling me in order to scale my business, I need to expose the character behind the brand. So here's the brand: CSNR Entertainment. It stands for Country Soul and Roll. So you can kind of put two and two together and figure that out. And if you can't, it's all right because we're all about country, soul of music. Music has a soul. We have a soul, and I like to sing in that style. And then rock and roll, obviously, everybody loves rock and roll. It's the roots of everything that is good in music. Like when you hear a ripping lead line or a solo in a country tune, that dude playing that lead line is probably a rock and roll fan if he has any frame of reference on what a good guitar solo sounds like, especially on some of these new songs, these new artists where you can hear a little distortion and some crunch in there. It's like, oh yeah, the rock and roll roots, baby. But my manager decided to tell me all this yesterday, and it was like it hit me like a ton of bricks. So I decided to get one of these fancy little lapel mics, and hopefully I'm not overloading it because my voice is freaking huge. I feel like Jack Black in Tenacious D when he's like singing about how he doesn't need a microphone because his voice is powerful and all these things. If you haven't seen the Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny, uh, go watch it. Sorry, I'm shaking, y'all. It's freaking cold out here. Chilling into Chevy. So this is kind of part of my morning routine is hitting the gym because the fact is, if I didn't hit the gym 6 days a week, I would probably get sick way more than I do. I maybe have one spell a year where I'm like, I wouldn't say deathly ill because that's not accurate, but like one spell a year where like it takes me out, and it usually takes me out for about 3 weeks because it's almost like my body's like, nope, not yet, nope, not yet, nope, 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 hold it, and then boom, explosion of, hey, you're out, dude, and it usually takes me to my bed for about a week where I am doing nothing but sleeping. And as I round the corner of 35, I'm being more mindful about my sleep patterns and my fitness and my overall nutrition. Um, Although I do love a bowl of cereal, and honey buns are my other favorite cheat friend in the food category. But outside of the honey bun, I keep it pretty clean as far as cereal goes. I like me some grape nuts. I used to put sugar on them, but I'm learning that sugar is the socially acceptable version of hard drugs. Because my wife, she stopped doing sugar. Make it sound like a drug. She stopped eating sugar. Like she went on this sugar cleanse diet. She's on like week 2, and the first week she's literally going through withdrawals like crazy. Like it was almost like a 7-day hangover. Because as you guys all know, most of you, alcohol is just a different form of sugar. It's just processed basically into liquor, kind of like they do with ethanol. Yeah, yeah. Think about that for a second. Next time you hit that moonshine, you sipping on some gasoline, boys. No wonder your guts are rotten. No wonder you feel like poop. Anyway, to each their own. But yeah, this is just kind of part of my normal everyday routine. I do take Sundays off, as everyone should take Sundays off, as like an active rest day. And on active rest day, the most physical activity I'll do is maybe like an outdoor cardio, mostly outdoor walking, because most people are like, well, it's just walking, it doesn't do nothing. You'd be shocked at what 45 minutes heel to toe express can do for your body. I haven't been doing it lately because I've been in recovery. Because I learned not that long ago that your vocal cords right up in here, they are the last thing in your body that heals during sleep. And so you're talking like the last 2 hours of your 8 hour sleep. Well, here's the problem, boys and girls. If you're averaging 5 hours of sleep and you're a vocalist like me, you're staring down the barrel of a loaded gun, meaning you're not helping yourself. So, singers, songwriters, anybody that's like a talker, you talk for a living, whether you're person to person, B2B, whatever kind of sales, or you're a teacher, you're an instructor, or you're a professor, a prof, whether you're tenured or not, you still need sleep. So these are the things I've been learning, and I'm gonna do more of these. They're gonna seem nonsensical at first, but it's not for the people that already know me behind the scenes and off the stage. These videos are more for people that don't know me, and people that maybe have seen my music, have liked my videos, have followed my pages, have seen me out and about at nursing homes, memory care facilities, bars, weddings, restaurants, cafe pop-ups, all those people that I only see on the road. You know what I mean? Like I maybe have 10 people total that I talk to on a regular basis that I would say know me, present day me. But nobody's gonna just buy the logo, right? They're they're wanting that human connection. They're wanting to find out about the man, the person behind the logo. So probably going to be shooting some clips of my meathead life, which I'm about to go partake in the meathead part of my life. Going to go get that gym workout in. I've been doing the same bodybuilding program for coming on 5 years. And some people think that's crazy. Oh, why don't you mix it up? Dude, because I don't have to. I'm 265 pounds. And yeah, I look beefy. Sure. Kind of look like I got a little dad bod going on. Sure. But dude, I'm doing chin ups and pull ups, 3 sets of 10. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it ain't all fluffy, boys. There's some guns under there. Or as they say, there's a 6-pack in the fridge. That's my favorite one. But yeah, so you're gonna be getting more of this content, and like I said, it's not for the people that already know me. And if you already know me and you comment some bullshit, probably gonna block you, or at least take a break and snooze your account. Because there's gonna be some of my childhood friends that see this on Facebook and be like, "Huh, you think you're like somebody special or something?" No, man, I really don't. I don't think I'm special. Matter of fact, I haven't done these videos because I don't think I'm special, and I don't think that anybody needs to see the behind the scenes. But in a business aspect, as an entertainer, as a brand, y'all need to see the man behind the brand. There, it even rhymed. Might even make a docu-series on it, the man behind the brand. Just think about it. If, and this is probably going to step on some toes, but I don't really care right now. It's a good analogy. Jesus, the man, the God man in the flesh that came and died for our sins so that we didn't have to take the brunt force of God's wrath and most likely be wiped out, probably with fire instead of with water, because he already did that with Noah and the flood. The man, Jesus Christ, if you removed the man from the storyline and people just ran around carrying a cross or a symbol or something like that, I can promise you we wouldn't be talking about Jesus or his movement or his brand, so to speak, his brand being the gospel. The gospel without Christ and the death, burial, resurrection, the gospel without the man is no gospel at all. And I think Paul actually says that in one of his letters toward the end of the book. He's got like 14 books in the Bible, and most of them are letters to churches. He actually says something like that. The gospel without Christ is no gospel at all. Something like that. Don't direct quote me because I have no idea where exactly it is, but I do remember reading something of that nature. But anyway, this is just what it's about. And yeah, it's going to seem a little cheesy at first, but I don't even care. I'm trying to build a company and I'm trying to get people that run across my material to see more than just the performer, more than just the logo, because nobody's going to buy the logo. They're buying the brand. And they're not just buying the brand, they're buying the man behind the brand. Peace out, y'all.